Hello, Vinyl Community. It's Blake back. I've got as you can tell from the title, a Vinyl Community Love Train package that arrived actually on Saturday while I was making some videos for the weekend when I was making the Derek 2 video. A package arrived, not unexpected, but unexpected. I mean, you know what I mean. I got it. So I get a message from Chris4127basket or basket4127 or I always get Chris4127basket. Okay, so I get a package. Well, actually, first I get a message from Chris saying, "Hey, check this address, make sure it's right," and it's right. My address, of course, and he says he's got some love coming my way, and while I was yabbing at the camera, Charity, my wonderful wife, answers the door and signs for this package from Chris. Thank you very much, Chris. Oh, man. So some really, really good stuff. Nice letter from Chris explaining what he has sent me. And you didn't really need to explain it, but I'm glad that he did. 3 pieces that are from Switzerland, pressed in Switzerland. I don't think they were all recorded in Switzerland, and I'm going to start out with the first one. There are 3, and I understand from Chris's message to me that he also gave 1 or 2 of these to Fred as well. Apparently he found like a stash of some of these, but the first one, and the one that I was most interested in after looking at it, was this guy right here. Well, guy and gal. Gertrud, Schnieder, and Pierre Favre, or Favre. I'm going to pronounce it French-like. Basically, interesting. They're French, and then all the writing in here, I believe, is in German, and I think it was recorded in Germany, but then released on the Ex Libris label. Basically, if you can tell from the picture here, we have a very capable classical pianist, and then a drumming, I guess, superstar, Pierre. He improvises on top of Gertrud's piano playing, and so when I figured out that that's what this was, I made this one the first one that I listened to, and I did listen to this Saturday night, and I've got a place queued up because you're probably wondering, Blake, how does this work? And I had the same thought too, but it's very, very interesting. So I've got this queued up. Now I want you to just listen. You'll hear the piano, but then you'll hear Pierre coming in, improvising on what he's hearing from the piano. And it's this stuff sounds great. So I'm going to start this up. Hopefully you can hear this. So I'm going to turn this down just a little bit and let it play in the background. And I'll talk over it. If some really cool parts come up, I'll pause and let you hear it. But anyway, it's a whole album of this, 2 sides. Absolutely love it. Thank you very much, Chris. You could have just sent this thing and I would have been much, much appreciative. Hell, I appreciate anything you send me, right? Fantastically recorded too. I mean, I'm listening to this with headphones Saturday night, and man, awesome. I mean, it is awesome. But that's just one of 3 pieces that Chris sent me. The other, I was very happy to receive. Never seen this before, but I am digging Abdullah Ibrahim, aka Dollar Brand, release. The way this record is labeled, it makes it look like it's the African Violets label. I'll tell you why I'm getting that. You see, it says African Violets 101, Dollar Brand, Nisa. Nisa. I'm not sure how that should be pronounced. Nisa, I guess. Solo piano. If you're familiar with his solo piano work, I think this is very a good example of the pieces that I have of his, and not that many. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 albums of his, and so this is very, very, very well played piano work. And it's probably, if you're not familiar with Dollar Brand or Abdullah Ibrahim, his playing style, very very percussive, more melody than Keith Jarrett, kind of towards Horace Tapscott. I gotta throw another name in there. Let's see, who else can I throw in there? And not quite as experimental and expressive as Anthony Davis. So if that helps at all, very, very enjoyable. A label that I have never seen before. Although when you look at the label, it says nothing about African Violets. So I'm not quite sure what this is. I couldn't find much information on this at all online. But again, very, very, very nice music. Recorded in 1978, but appears to have been released a year or 2 later. And of course it doesn't say. So I'm going to assume around 80, 81 it was released, but recorded in 1978. But that's not it. There's one more. Another name that I had never heard of before. Heinz, Lieb, Moods. Heinz apparently is a drummer, and I did some searching online to try to find out some more about him, and interestingly enough, there's something that kept coming up called cosmic drumming. Chris, you'll have to tell me if this is the same Heinz Lieb. Hopefully not, because it appears that he's gone very kitschy and very rain dance-esque with his shows and things like that. It has this really weird, that's the new Heinz Lieb. You're interested in this one. So Heinz Lieb apparently released on some label called America Sound, but honestly this thing looks exactly like the last one that I showed you. So I'm not quite sure what this really is supposed to be in terms of a label. Let's see. It says American Sound here, so we'll go with that, although they look exactly the same. So what is this? So we have drummer, and then Thomas Grunwald on horns, Peter Eigenmann on guitar, and then Jeff Wolgenot on bass. for the most part, this sounds kind of like straight up jazz in the late 70s, very early 80s. Although a lot of the pieces were written by the drummer here, and the drummer's supposed to be this really top-notch improvising style drummer. To me, it really was the horn player and the bass player that were standouts on this album. Very enjoyable. I'll listen to this several more times, of course. Really, really nice stuff. Again, very obscure. I couldn't find out much information on this at all. So there's that. So Heinz, Lieb, Moods. Oh, one thing that I forgot to say about this style of brand, I also listen to this with my headphones, and the way that this is recorded, and I had never noticed this in any of the other any of the other music that I've been listening to. I guess I listened to this so closely. The microphone is placed as if you were there playing the piano, and it seemed like the higher you got on the piano, the sounds were coming from in my right ear, and then on the lower end they were coming in the left ear, and around the middle I was in the middle. So there's a really crazy soundstage kind of thing happening with my headphone set that I had never experienced before. So that was really cool to hear that. Now I'm going to try to compare it to other recordings and see if I can pick that out, but that's just a side note. So Chris, thank you very, very much, and loving this thing. I mean, this is love it. New to me, new to my collection. Thanks very much. I'll try to find some more of this. Apparently Pierre has done this several times, so we'll see if I can find some more. So thanks very much, Chris. I really appreciate it. And folks out in the vinyl community, I'm just amazed at the generosity that goes around. I mean, it really does. What comes around does go around again and again and again. So thanks very much, and we'll see you again hopefully very soon. So take care, everyone, and goodbye.